Okay, this is the second series of directed numbers as well as substitution. So let's have a look at these problems in case they might help simplify our understanding of these given concepts. Write down two negative numbers on a number line, two negative numbers on a number line. So a number line, like we said earlier, this is a symmetrical line with point zero. So we're interested in two negative numbers. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to the left, -1, -2, -3, -4. So I'll use my red color to circle. This is one and this is another one. So I've got two negative numbers. Then let's try and have a look at the next one. Evaluate -8 plus -5. Of course, this is a sum. We maintain the signs if the signs are identical. So this is going to be a negative. So it's 8 plus 5, it gives us 18. Then moving to the next one, I want to evaluate 9 plus -4. Well, here the signs are different. And if I compare the numbers, the bigger numbers with the negative sign, so everything is going to be negative. Then I look at the difference between 9 and 14, actually it's 5. Then I'm moving to number 4. -7, -4. So we've got common negative signs which are negative. So our result is negative. So it's more like we are adding 7 and 4. It gives us 11. So our result is negative 11. Then next is -6 times 3. Here is a product and our signs are not the same. They'll give us a negative result. 6 times 3 is actually 18. Then I'm moving to number 6 where I'm dividing again. If I check, the signs are not the same. 18 is positive and 6 is negative. So when signs are different, the result is negative. So 18 divided by 6, it gives us a 3. So our result is negative 3. Then next, I'm simplifying algebraic expression. Here I've got like variables, that's x and x, and even the exponent is the same, so they become like terms. Then what do we do? This is addition, but our signs are not the same. Plus 4 minus 4. So our result is going to be negative. Then I compare the two numbers, they differ by 3. Then I have my x, that's my solution. Then moving to number 8. Again, it's a sum, but our signs are not the same, and the bigger number is for the negative side. So obviously the result will be negative. Then I compare 5 and 2, they differ by 3. So that will be negative 3a. Then moving next is substitution. We are now interested in finding the value of 5x. But 5x is the same as 5 multiplied by whichever value x takes. And if the value taken by x is negative, we put it inside the brackets. So now it's 5 times -2, it gives us -10. Still moving to number 10, if y is 3, evaluate -4y plus 1. So this is the same as we are substituting. It's -4 multiplied by whichever value y takes. Here y is positive, so it's multiplied by 3 plus 1. Now I'm multiplying negative and positive. The result is -12 plus 1. So finally, -12 plus 1 gives us -11. I think that's it on the second part of directed numbers as well as substitutions into the various expressions. Thank you.